The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. Hi, it's episode 702. It is a Friday at the end of this.
It's my birthday!
And we were going to get there. Look at this
sorry.
happy fucking...
Hey, man!
I know.
I wasn't supposed to make it past 25, according to white stats. So I'm fucking here. 27.
Celebrating his 27th birthday, young Trey Tutson to my left, Rob Mungle to my right. I am Slade Ham, your host. We're joined by Drew Holloway. It's your first time on the podcast.
Yes.
And we don't know how this is going to go.
Hey, Rob, how many decades ago were you 27?
Oh, God.
At least 5.
At least 5.
We're gonna get to Drew. Drew, you're one of the funniest dudes I know in Houston right now. I've seen you. I've caught you on stage a couple of times. We're gonna see if you can hold your own on this podcast. I have no doubts. But more importantly, this we're broadcasting from the Old Humble Distilling Company studios. We have we're drinking the Special Reserve because we got bottles of it, motherfuckers. And if you didn't get some of the Whiskey Brothers Special Reserve, I don't know how to help you.
Yeah.
Maybe reach out to the fine folks at Old Humble and see if they have a bottle or two stashed away. I feel like Joe might have done that for somebody.
Yeah, that's our picture in the back.
It is. And if you have one of those bottles, and well, you probably have it signed, but if you want a regular bottle signed, Rob Mungle and Trey Tutson are going to be out at the big Memorial Day anniversary party, May 27th. That's going to happen, and it's going to happen at the distillery. It's a Monday, so you should
I'll be out looking for white bitches. Yes, I will.
Of course. Everything starts at 3 o'clock.
With those blue veiny titties.
Really
that white women have.
Blue veiny titties.
You ever see that? Those titties are all blue and veiny. Drew knows his mom.
Yep.
So,
or him.
Or him.
Yeah, give it a whirl. Live music, fun, and of course whiskey. That's going to be there. It's the anniversary party on the 27th
May
of May.
27th. Yeah.
Get out there, join us or join them, and have a good time. I raise a glass because this is damn fine whiskey.
Yeah.
Rob, that other bottle is almost at its bottom.
Yeah, we made good type. I don't give a fuck.
Drew, this is the whiskey with our face on it. Enjoy.
Yeah. What do you think of that? Huh? Yeah? Huh? What do you think they're? Goddamn.
How y'all not gonna shit on him for drinking LaCroix? But y'all fuck with me about
Because he just shot whiskey.
Because we're not homophobic here.
That's the thing. Is it a hate crime if I call him gay for drinking LaCroix?
No, his nickname, I call him Wide Fag. That's his nickname. He loves it. He loves that better than Orphan Drew.
I'm Orphan Drew in his phone.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Orphan Drew.
Orphan Drew.
That's hilarious.
It's accurate.
Have you had a moment to sit down and talk to your family about how you drink LaCroix?
How did you come out?
Are they aware?
They're aware of the LaCroix.
Okay.
Was
it difficult? Were they trying to give you like iced tea or something? You were like, nah, I'm good with whatever that is.
Nah, they were just like, hey, well, I heard that this will make you less of a fat fuck. So.
Oh, their idea.
And then the gay came as a side effect. I had to leave my wife. It was terrible. She was very understanding, but
God damn it.
Yeah, sure. It still hurt her on the inside. Of course.
Oh.
Dude, you got to get your shit together, man.
I
You're
do.
gonna end up with a trifecta.
Oh, fuck.
You're an alcoholic, you smoke, and you're gay. That's a lot of diseases to fight off.
Shit.
That's a lot of shit
Trey.
to fight off.
Trey.
Like, shit,
Trey.
my liver's fucked. I got a
do
strong
everything
cough.
except for cigarettes.
Yeah, right. It's just a flared up asshole.
I've gained 85 pounds since I started doing comedy.
Yeah, this motherfucker was up to 240.
Like 3 years ago. When I was in high school, I was 175. And now I'm 21 and I'm 260.
And it's all those dicks. They're just leaving them up
Trey,
there.
that's not how it
That's
happens.
not how you gain weight?
No, they put the dick in. They
Well,
just
my wife
leave
got
it.
fatter when I kept fucking her, so I'm just saying. I'm just doing basic math. It's not a homophobic thing. It's a dick thing.
Yeah.
It's a penetration. Those are penetration pounds. That's what the fuck.
Oh, God. You're still thin?
Yeah, I'm not taking dick.
How you know he catches?
I know he can. Oh, we talk about this. This is my little
We
brother.
talk about this all the time.
This is all we know. This is my little brother.
I can't stop him from asking questions about how many dicks I've had through me.
This is my favorite question to ask him. Drew, how long does it take for your asshole to reseal?
It depends.
It depends on the dick.
It really depends.
He can't handle
It depends on the size of the dick. It depends on the duration of the dick. It depends on how many dicks at a time.
the duration of the dick?
The duration. Because if you just go like bloop bloop in and out,
Yeah.
within like like
So long
2
strokes.
minutes.
Long strokes, you got a
But
problem.
like if we're fucking for like I don't know 35 minutes,
Yeah.
it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take like
a day.
it's gonna take a day to get back to working order.
regular. Now, tell me this. Have you ever fucked a dude
Yes.
pre-reseal?
I have.
No, I know that. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's why you're wide.
Obviously, yeah.
What did you call him?
Wide
Wide
fag.
fag.
That's it.
Wide
He loves
fag?
that nickname.
Yeah.
He doesn't like Orphan Drew as much, but Orphan Drew is more accurate.
Rob, what's happening here?
I don't know.
We're recording
I looked
a podcast
down for 2 seconds
called Whiskey Brothers
because I couldn't breathe.
It's episode 702.
Episode 702, the wide fag.
Oh God.
So pre-reseal
Yes.
of the asshole.
Yes.
How much easier is it to take a shit? Does it just fall? Like
It just falls out.
It just falls out like
Like I gotta be careful.
Like
I
a laundry
gotta wear,
chute?
It's to the point where like if I eat Mexican food, I gotta wear a plug because it'll just fall.
he's got a cork in his ass.
It'll just fall right out.
You don't just tell a dude to come fuck you to shove it back up there. Like, hey, I need you to come back and a guy with a much smaller.
Hang on.
That's rules. You don't fuck after Chipotle. You don't fuck after Mexican food.
That's a fair look.
There's a very strict diet you need to adhere to if you're gonna get fucked in the ass.
This
and
is
I do
why
not
gay people
adhere
are
to it.
vegan.
That's right.
Yes.
Leave
Listen.
a mess.
Yeah.
Do you have to? This is a fair question. Do you have to prep like a porn star?
You not like a porn star, but yeah, I do have to prep. You
Like you can't.
Yeah, you do
gay people
enemas.
can't have spontaneous sex.
I mean, I can. I just use diarrhea like lube. But, but you're supposed to. Like in theory, if you said I'd like to fuck you in the butthole,
Wait, whose theory?
Like-
whose theory?
in a perfect world,
Pythagoras has nothing that covers this.
in a perfect world, if if you said Drew Holloway, let's fuck right now, I'd say give me 25 minutes. I'd go into the bathroom.
I'll be flaccid by then.
I'd take that Ozarka bottle and I'd fill it up and I'd push. It'd have to be like lukewarm to hot water from the tap. Shove it up my ass, and then when it comes out, I keep doing that until it comes out totally clear.
He douches his ass.
Yeah, you got to douche. It's an enema.
That's
if you-
because-
That's
if
a
it's your
TLC
ass, it's
song.
an
Did you know
enema.
that?
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's
So
just being
I
Go
douche.
chasing waterfalls.
Yeah. I love my little brother, man.
I gotta
He's so
say
funny.
that's because you're a gentleman. That's what. Yeah, you know,
he's
you
a
don't
kind
want to.
guy.
I'm
Yeah,
not an asshole. I'm
yeah,
not gonna leave you with a shitty brown
yeah.
dick.
Right. This is
I'm gonna
all.
leave your dick the same color it came in as.
That's right.
Oh God,
hilarious, man.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Don't go.
I think that's whitest advice for all of us. I
Hell
think.
yeah, man.
I have to say, Trey, this is the most interested you've been in a guest in
This
the
is
history.
my-
I
Right,
know.
I'm starting to believe you didn't finish that porn.
No. That's hilarious. Nah.
What,
this is all-
Throb Mungle?
Throb Mungo.
Yeah.
Stop it.
No, it's just because the way he basically got introduced.
Trey
into being
speaks like
gay.
we have a gay guest on in the early '80s.
Okay, go ahead.
This is like the Donahue show.
I feel like
So
I'm
let me tell you, this is a new thing. It's called gay, and we're gonna ask him some questions. Where do you put it?
Drew.
Where do you put it?
Tell us about the faggot orgy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right. It was not it was an after-hours faggot orgy.
Which is dirtier.
So on Saturday, all right, there's a lot of fucking backs. On Saturday at the secret group, they were like in the group chat. They're
Pretend
like,
you're
hey,
a comic who knows how to edit a story.
y'all need to. Hey, well, fuck you. You're the editor of this shit.
Yeah, I don't
It's
edit.
your job to make this not sound like dog shit.
Play it all.
And like you've done a great job for the past 701 episodes.
You know why? Because nobody sounded like dog shit.
Now
No
you're
pressure.
gonna have
Go.
to work.
Right, go
So
ahead.
we're like, all right. On Saturday, a lot of people are gonna have to work late because from 3 a.m. till 8 a.m. we're having a party come through.
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
Did they
okay,
air
cool.
quotes party or did they just say party?
They said there's gonna be like a party bus come through, and a lot of people are gonna have a little time.
All right.
And then a few days before the event, one of our bartenders were talking to some faggot. We're like, oh yeah, we're the Bayou Bunnies. We're this gay group, and we just suck cock and do meth. And I
It
was-
didn't give it away when they filled out the application. BI-YOU.
Yeah.
I see.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I see what
But
Hey,
I'll write it down.
that's what I call comedy.
And so they didn't know it was going to be a meth gay orgy?
We didn't know it was going to be a bunch of tweaking faggots. But alas, at 3:10, a bunch of tweaking faggots showed up. Not in a party bus, as was advertised, but in a fleet of Ubers.
Oh, God.
That's so gay.
So they pull up.
To pull up in just Ubers, I need my own
Just
ride.
Ubers. Just Ubers. Like a Suburban would pull up, and like 9 faggots would come out like clowns. Just all tightly packed in, with dicks up ass like Tetris to stack more in the car.
Oh, God, like Legos.
And, dude, I kept a tally of how many pulled up just blaring ABBA. It was 9.
Oh, shit.
So they pull up, and then doors kick open. Gimme, 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 A Man After Midnight is blasting. 30 dudes run out. They all get in line. The line goes basically half the length of the building.
Yeah.
Not straight.
Hey.
No, they're forming like a conglomerate. Just all trying to push their way in as they do. They all get in. Around 4:15, like after an hour, I go down and another comic who's there, who's gay. You know Pedro?
Yeah.
Pedro shows up. He's like, "Man, I just saw some guy sucking dick on the dance floor, and by that I mean I just sucked this guy's dick on the dance."
God damn it.
I'm going to clown his ass when I see it.
That was 70 minutes.
Let
into
it
the
seal
ordeal.
up first.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
So at like 20 minutes later, I'm in the bathroom doing coke because everyone's doing coke. I'm pissing and doing coke, and in the stall next to me, I just start like, and like, oh shit, this guy's throwing up. Like, hey man, you need some water. And 2 voices told me to shut the fuck up. Like, what? God damn it. So I kneel down and I look under the stall and there's 10 legs. 10 legs. There's one guy kneeling and sucking 4 guys' dicks.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Just making the worst noises. Normally you put your lips around the dick to make an
Yeah.
airtight seal.
Yeah.
To prevent spillage.
Wow,
They
this
weren't
guy-
worried about spillage. There was
No.
spillage all over the fucking floor.
Little known
Steve
fact.
Cantwell had to mop that shit up. at
Little
8
known
a.m.
fact. That's where
you say
Joey.
little known
That's where
fag?
Joey Chestnut got his name.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was funnier 3 lines ago, but I couldn't get it in.
Yeah.
You guys were quick. I know it's not on.
I appreciate it.
Not mine.
I'm
Oh my
snapping to
God.
show approval.
What time did it? What time did it end?
It was
8
poetry.
o'clock.
8 o'clock in the
8
morning?
a.m. 8 a.m.
Was it just floor covered with fucking
Dude,
sleepy gay guys?
The floor was
I
just...
had looked like a soap dispenser
we had-
overflowed.
Like a few months ago, we had Steve come through and wax the floors. They were re-waxed with
Wow. Within hours.
with just man sauce,
Oh.
just covering
Oh,
the bitch.
God.
They do know they don't have to sneak and do that anymore.
There weren't sneaking.
This is some retro
They
shit.
were not
No, but I'm
sneaking.
saying they used to have like they would have gay places to go to
They
so you
still
could
do.
be gay
But
and
even
safe.
then, you couldn't suck dick at the bar. You still had to
Yeah.
go in the bathroom.
Yeah, you had to be kind of low key, but I mean, shit.
A lot
I
of
mean,
gay
they-
bars. I went to a gay bar.
You go to a lot of gay bars.
I do. When
Your
I went
home
to
is a gay bar.
I went to a specific gay bar where they didn't have the doors didn't even close. They just swung to the point, and then they didn't like latch or anything. And there was signs that say like, "Hey, don't fuck in here. Don't fuck in here. Don't fuck on the porch. Don't fuck in the main area.
God damn.
Don't fuck anywhere in this establishment."
Yeah, y'all have a fucking problem. That's insane to me.
See the guy. That's
They're
about-
happy,
when you
Trey.
have to put up
No,
a
no.
sign. When you have to put up a sign.
He's gonna die.
He coughs like a bear.
Yeah, he sounds
That's a gay bear.
terrible.
Like an actual,
Yeah.
yeah.
like a
Famous-
Tuscan Raider.
Famous for coughing those bars.
The ones that fucking
Yeah.
beat up Luke before he was shit. We got to take a quick break. We're joined by Drew Holloway. You can follow him if you want to at trade_agreement on
Or
Twitter.
713-829-9609.
Yeah, or by his phone number.
That's it. You can find him on Grindr that way. Trey Tutts and Rob Mungle. We're coming right back. You want to pick up you want to tell them that I'm right?
Yes.
Okay, that's we'll be right back on the Whiskey Brothers podcast.
Question? Comment? Just need to vent? Email us at podcast@praisewhiskey.com.
Welcome back to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. Hi guys, I raise a glass Hey, Flash is over there doing. Not only are you doing good damn work on everything else, you're letting Nick Palermo back in. Nick can't get out of the apartment. Grab that key. There you go.
Yeah.
Figure it out, guys. The studio's locked. It's the black one. Cheers to you. We're joined by Drew Holloway. If you want to follow him, he's on Twitter at @trade_agreement.
How's your ribs laid? Are you dying?
Rob, God damn. You're watching me suffer this whole episode.
And it's beautiful.
I know.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Do you know the amount of things you cannot do with a broken rib?
Yeah.
You cannot sneeze. You cannot cough. You cannot sniff. You can't hiccup. You can't throw up.
But you're calling some bitches over.
You no.
No, you can't even do that?
Trey, listen to me. This is the fucked up part.
If the girl's on top.
You can't even come, dude. Like like physically, I can't masturbate right now.
How are your
Physically.
balls
I mean, do you
attached
need me
to
to
your
jerk you
ribs?
off?
What the fuck kind of setup is this? What he
I can't do this.
Yeah, that's what you're going to say here in a minute. I can't do this. This is wrong.
This fucking hurts.
This is so wrong.
jerking
Rob, there's not even there's no masturbatory move like all the regular ones you think like you know every one of us has thought of all the possible different ways to get yourself off, like microwaving a
Drew,
cantaloupe.
what do you got, Drew?
The couch.
Like fuck the couch, microwave a cantaloupe. I can't do anything. My body is fucking physically the muscles when you the muscles that flex when you come are somehow attached to it sucks.
Okay.
It sucks.
Yeah,
All
sorry.
your everything is attached to everything.
No, you can still come. You don't have to be hard to come.
That's fucking hilarious. Just a droopy, sad goddamn ejaculation.
You look confused.
Because
This is an audio medium, but he looks confused.
He knows this.
yes, but I get scientifically I know it.
Oh, okay. Just,
Do you have
it's
an
just
electric
friction.
toothbrush?
Toothbrush?
Yeah, electric toothbrush.
No.
Jam it up your ass.
No.
Oh, yes. We talked about this.
Oh, we talked about this.
Drew.
Okay.
No.
There was
no,
the guy.
No, thank you.
No, Rob, you want to hear this.
Okay.
Listen,
so-
I potentially can't have an orgasm for 6 weeks. I'm
Okay.
listening.
Let me tell
Bro,
you how
you
you
gotta hear
can.
this.
All right, so this is like from a news story. There was a guy he wanted to do a cum in his wife, but like his dick don't work.
Okay, hang on. Stop.
I'm stopping.
Do gay people talk like that?
Yeah, he wanted to
hey,
do
I
a
want to
cum.
do it. Rob, I want to do a cum in
my
you.
wife.
I want to do a cum in
Gay
you.
people don't have wives.
Are you in?
this
Okay,
is
but do you say do a cum in? Is that like a gay thing?
No.
So he's trying to
I
knock
do
her
cums.
up. He's knocked
That
her
is
up.
solely
That's,
orphan
that's
Drew.
Generation Z, baby.
Okay, that's just you.
yeah,
I got you.
that's
I
him.
don't
Do
remember
a cum.
9/11.
I
I
got you.
do cums.
Do a cum.
But this guy wanted to make nut in his wife.
Fucking hate you.
But she's infertile.
Okay.
So he was like, I have to donate my man sauce. So, but I can't whack off because it's against my religion. So
Really?
what he did, he went to the hospital and they anesthetized him, and they shoved electrodes up his ass. And it shocked his prostate to make him come.
make him come.
And then they put that in some bitch's eggs, and now they have a baby.
yeah.
Holy
And
And,
Drew
that, and
said-
that cost him $2,000. It cost him $2,000 to nut without touching his cock.
Yeah.
That's like the.
That's how you know it's good.
Now you can go to the
This is
hospital and do
expensive.
all that, or I have a taser in my car.
No, okay. Here's the thing. I don't have the strength to fight back. Tick, 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 tick.
Yeah.
Shock
Put
your
the
ass.
taser up there. Mine conducts electricity. You just put a little rod,
Oh God.
unfolded paperclip,
No. No.
a little bit of Vaseline so it slides right up.
I thought I was explorative.
You ever
I
put a unfolded paperclip down your dick?
Oh God.
It's called sounding.
Painful. Painful as fuck.
That's the way to not come. It's
no.
a lot of chastity devices have sounding rods that completely go down your whole dick, so you can't come even if you wanted to.
I can't.
All right.
It
This
fills
is-
your dick hole
All
to
right, I don't
prevent
wanna-
anything from coming out.
This is
Is this too far?
Yeah, it's
No. This is just.
Jeez.
it's not even
Christ.
close to far enough on this podcast. It's just
The fuck is
personally,
wrong with- Ow.
you're making my dick hurt.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do? Not jerk off?
That's
you
how you-
already weren't.
It's
That's the way to detect if your kid's gay or not. To be like, hey, do you want this paper clip in your fucking? Because all of us are straight, and we're like, he's like, yeah, you just shove it in there, and he just keeps explaining.
I'm mad at the fact that I can't even masturbate. None of the good. You can't even do like the good moves, like the stranger, where you know what I mean.
You do the stranger.
Yeah. I do the stranger. I do the gay stranger.
The gay
which
stranger?
Is like I sit on my dick for 15 minutes and then I jerk off, so it feels like I'm jerking someone else off.
Fuck you.
Or I'll just sit on my hand as well, so it feels like I'm watching VR porn.
Oh God.
I'm never going to be able to afford it, but I can dream.
Now, you did tell me you don't like coming that way.
I
That you
don't
prefer to come through your butt.
Look, I love coming from my penis by doing it, make the move, but I love coming up my ass a lot more.
Way more.
It feels better.
He said it feels better.
It's a revolution.
And it shoots further.
It does shoot further.
So if an intruder comes, he just jams a toothbrush up his ass. Just fires off.
Because the
Home really alone.
Yeah.
Like home completely alone. That's the light some candles and kick these motherfuckers' asses.
Kick him out.
'cause,
Oh
like,
shit, he's got the Marvin Gaye going.
you don't need balls to come. Fun fact.
What?
You don't need balls to come.
Hang on, I've been watching
Y'all
I've
think
been watching Game of Thrones for 7 fucking seasons. You're telling me Grey Worm has a chance?
Yeah, well, they cut his dick off, not his balls.
No, they
Oh.
cut his balls off.
Oh, too.
He's a eunuch. So what do they when they make you a eunuch?
Oh,
what do they do?
They cut your balls off.
Yeah.
So
I thought he
Varys
got
can
his
still come.
Yeah, he
Grey
can still-
Worm
he can
cannot.
No, if he doesn't have balls, he can still come.
I'm done.
You can't make kids.
Y'all
but you can
y'all
come
fuck with my
because the
theories, but y'all gonna buy this.
I'll listen to this
because
nonsense.
the if you want to make smaller U's, that's in your balls, but like the liquid comes from that's where your prostate is.
Where does the feeling
prostate
come from?
That comes from your dick. It's the nerve endings in your dick.
Very true.
That makes you feel good.
But you don't need balls for that.
You don't need
You don't need balls.
No. Like, you don't need a left arm to, like, if I smack your right arm, you're going to feel it. That's how nerves work, because they're just in that bitch. That's part of your skin.
Look, we brought a scientist. I'm okay. I'm in.
I've been to 3 colleges and dropped out of all of them.
Me too, but you actually learned shit.
I did not know that if you got your nuts cut off, you could still come.
You can still come.
Oh, yeah.
It'll
You just
just
can't
be
procreate.
liquid. You'll still have semen. You won't have sperm in it, so you can't do nothing with it. You
Yeah.
can drink it, but, like, it's not going to have kids.
Jesus Christ.
So that's just like a vasectomy then,
Yeah.
basically.
It's like a
Just
vasectomy.
no balls there.
If you have a vasectomy, you can still come.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
can't
Actually,
procreate.
no. The vas deferens puts the liquid into the urethra.
Okay, well, I'm just mainly concerned about my friends on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he can still do comes, but he's not going to have
This
babies.
motherfucker-
He can still do comes.
He can still do the
they
cums.
unless they save the balls.
I see why you're gay now. You're
Did
very
they save
dick
the balls?
educated. This is great. He fucking knows his dicks
Yeah, I know my dicks.
and
That-
balls.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm lost.
You're
I'm fucking
He's
lost.
too old. He
All
doesn't
right,
know
what,
shit.
okay, what questions do you
He's-
have?
I've got no questions.
Is this? Well,
my
I got a
God.
question, Rob. Is this? Tom Hester's been on the podcast.
Yeah.
He's gay?
We have to have had more gay comics.
We had
on
Scott.
Who?
Scott Kennedy.
Scott was never on
He
the
was
show.
not on the show?
No,
I thought he was.
we only did a postmortem.
Oh,
episode.
that's right. Yeah.
Palermo just left.
Yeah. So him like 4 times.
Yeah.
This is weird. I didn't think that was the case.
No. Yeah. Well,
We're
that's
way
what I
more
told. That's why I said.
We're way more inclusive than
Yeah,
this. I'm kind of
yeah.
mad about it.
Dale's
Yeah.
in New York, so it's
No, I don't mean like
he
people.
sounds like Dale.
fucking
If
with
this
you.
is like, he sounds like
If I
Dale's
squint,
little.
he looks like Dale.
Yeah, Dale's
It's
little
fucking
big
nah,
brother.
he's much wider than Dale.
Not from the side.
Not from the side. Well,
No, I got a profile. Squint. That's Dale fucking Cheeseman.
Yeah, but he's always
That's
leaning.
Dale all the Cheeseman.
Dale all
But
the-
like, yeah, it's Dale double Cheeseman.
Yeah.
That's comedy.
Oh God.
I'm stoned
Speaking of
high. I
which-
got a broken rib. They're not all gonna hit, fucker.
Hey, speaking of which, Speaking of which, they're coming up next, right?
Who?
The WBNY.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is happening in this episode.
Yes.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Dale
Look at
and
me.
Jason are back on the pony. We lost them for a couple of weeks. Things get hectic. They get busy.
Yeah.
Dale had to get a job. You know how New York is. You
they
can't live
brought
on
it up.
Houston money.
Fake Jew and fish cracker.
They missed.
That's what I call it.
God, that's a buddy cop movie I'd watch.
Fake,
Fake Jew and fish cracker.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, I would.
fake Jew and fish cracker.
Yeah.
Or fish Jew and fake cracker,
yeah.
which is what I wrote down.
Okay.
Fake Jew. L'chaim? Mazel?
I want your money. Fake Jew and fish cracker. Yeah, so they're back, and we're gonna. That's gonna happen right after this segment ends. We're gonna fire into some cool Whiskey Brothers New York. We're gonna see what's going on with those guys.
Outstanding.
So good segue, Rob. You got to kill 4 minutes. My rib hurts.
Okay. Oh, your rib hurt?
Yeah,
Oh,
go.
goddamn.
Are you hype about the Bayou, the Bikers on the Bayou? This
Bikes on the
weekend?
Bayou. That is this weekend. Yeah, if you're listening, it starts. Here's the thing. It's a festival that I own, but it's like when I had the comedy club. You remember, Rob, how I still had to book a hypnotist? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you still had to
Sadly.
book the
and I want to apologize. I really thought I could pull it off.
twice a year.
I thought I read the book.
Really bad.
And, yeah.
Go to fucking sleep, cunt. It did. Nobody. Nobody.
All right. You're Mick Jagger. Okay. Oh, I can't.
You're all fucking. It was just awful.
Now you're a fake
Would
Jew.
there be white women for the taking, or will they all be taken?
No.
Because bikers normally have some nice tattooed women with them.
There will certainly be a lot of taken women out there.
no.
There will be there will be a lot of available women out there, but it's also one of those things where, like I said, I had to book a hypnotist. Me, dude, you know my fucking rock roots, right?
Yeah.
You know the purist that I am.
Sure.
You know, right?
Rock roots. Oh,
Like I'm just
the
as
genre.
my pedigree within the genre
Much
of rock
better
and
than
roll is
regular roots.
qualified.
That's what you're talking about.
Rock Roots was a way worse miniseries.
I thought you were talking about Alex Haley. I apologize.
I booked way worse. I booked Hinder to play Friday night.
Tinder?
Hinder.
What's Hinder?
That fucking shitty like Creed band from you don't know them.
I'm sure they'll welcome them with arms wide open.
They're like that. Yes, like that. Their fan base wears Affliction still.
Oh God.
They're those guys. Still.
You know what? I've
And they're
been
happy
listening
it's
to
on
this
a
guy
discount.
for the last half hour. That's the gayest thing I've fucking heard now.
That they still wear Affliction?
Yeah.
Or that I booked Hinder. But Saturday night, Jackal's coming out, and they're going to break shit up with a chainsaw.
Oh, God.
And Rich O'Toole's coming out to
Yeah, I
play
love
on
Rich.
Sunday.
Rich is
He's
fun.
been on the podcast before. Ray
Yeah,
Wiley
Rich
Hubbard's
is
going to
fun.
be there. It's cool, man. We're doing some fun stuff. BC's playing too.
Yeah?
He's going to do Friday night.
Good for you.
And anyway, if you're
And
in
it's all
Houston,
kinds of bikes. It's bikes and fucking, we got beats
Yeah.
on sticks.
that kind of stuff.
I want to go just to tell stories about hitting a biker.
Come.
Just to see what would happen.
If
I
you
should
hit
let
a biker.
I should let
Just
Trey
tell
work
him
the
I hit a
door.
biker.
You know that story he just told about one guy sucking 5 dicks?
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen when you hit a biker.
I'm going to have to suck
You
all
got
their
to suck
dicks.
5
It's a
fucking
lot
dicks.
of biker dicks.
Yep.
Well,
And
they're
it's
white.
not gay if they let a black guy do
They're
it.
mostly white dicks, so it's not that much.
All white
I can
dicks.
probably get all 5 in.
Don't show off.
It's not gay if a black guy sucks your dick because you're only having 3/5 of a gay experience.
Dude, do me a favor. Follow Drew at Trade Agreement on Twitter.
Trade_agreement on Twitter and Instagram. Drew Holloway, HOLLWAY.
You
on
just
Facebook.
lean all the time. God, you're
They
just
can't
that
see
heavy.
this. This is an audio medium. They can't see that I'm
Trey's
leaning.
been clowning Drew since he got here, and he was here for the Nick Palermo episode
He's like
that
a
you guys
human
heard on
spiel.
Tuesday.
Like he's like a fucking spiel came to life. He's like that 2011 shit
He's
from
BP.
in the Gulf Coast. Yeah, he's
call it
fucking-
BP.
He's
Deepwater
BP.
Horizon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this hurts. Thank you
my
for
little
sitting in with
brother
us, Trey. Always a pleasure. Stick around for WBNY. Those guys, tweet them. Why don't you? At least Dale. And say what's up. We're easy to find. We have all kinds of stuff going on. It's all at Praise Whiskey on all of the social media. Do me a favor. Make sure you put it on your calendar. May 27th out at the Old Humble Distilling Company. You can join Rob and Trey. It's
Yeah.
their big anniversary Memorial Day party. It is not going to suck. JB's. There's a lot of people out there that I know are going to be playing. It's a fucking awesome experience.
Right.
So make that a point. Put that on your calendar. I should have some dates to tell you about. I don't know where or when. They're on my website, sladeham.com. Trey, you anywhere coming up?
Me, yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Rob, you anywhere coming up?
No.
Perfect.
Come hang with me in the secret group tonight. Buy me some shots.
There you go.
Of tequila.
We're the Whiskey Brothers. Happy birthday, Trey.
Thanks,
it is your
man.
birthday. Buy him
Appreciate
shots of tequila and lots of mixers
And
because
lots
he
of
can't
Sprite.
handle his shit. So glad you've been part of this podcast. This is probably your second birthday with us. Even.
Yeah, it is.
Drew, thanks for sitting in, buddy. Rob, I love you as
Anytime.
always. We'll see you guys on a future episode soon. Flash, we love you too.
And now from the Big Apple, it's the Whiskey Brothers, New York.
All right, welcome to Whiskey Brothers East North.
Guys,
I'm Jason Salmon.
I'm Dale Cheeseman.
And I am now going to be introducing this because Dale is just falling down on the job.
Well, let's see. Let's go.
Okay, good. This is going to be so much more fun.
Go ahead.
It's going to be so much more fun, you guys. Get ready. Get ready.
Wasted.
We've already picked up a local sponsor. It's a little Vietnamese place. It's sort of one of those performance restaurants. All the wait staff dressed up like Mr. T. It's really cool. They serve you your all your Vietnamese, any Vietnamese choice you want. It's a little place called I Pity the Pho.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Check
a
'em
terrific
out.
place.
Check 'em out.
They are your number one destination for pho and pho-based puns from people with mohawks.
What are some other pho-based puns?
Fucking. Yeah.
King, yeah, the king pho.
Yeah.
It's actually just the king pho.
Try
It's the
our.
opportunity.
It's just basically 2 bowls of pho, and they call it fucking.
the fucking.
Fucking great. Yeah. That's,
You are so fucking fat. No, Jesus Christ.
come on.
Cut the episode.
He just
Cut it.
took it into a weird, bad place.
You cut that.
Nope. We're leaving
starting
it.
over.
We're leaving it.
I'm resetting the timer.
We are leaving
Putting
it.
a
Let's
marker.
do it. Oh,
God damn it, Dan.
dear God.
It's not going well up
He's
here
sitting
for
here
me.
with a vape pen in his hand like he is ready to have a crisis.
Now they're going to believe that. This isn't a vape pen.
What is it?
This is my,
Is it a USB charger?
yeah.
I have no idea. They look
can't
the
let go
same
of
to
it.
me. That's
My
a
girlfriend's
vape
been
pen.
using my computer.
Tell me that's not a
recently.
vape pen.
I'm telling you, it's not a vape pen.
Is it really not?
No.
I have no idea. It's a vape pen. You're vaping.
I'm not
You're vaping in the studio. He
No.
just vaped in the studio.
I'm not that guy.
So
I'm a cool
yeah,
guy.
in
These
Comic
people know
Strip-
that I'm cool.
Comic Strip Live Podcast Studios, a legendary place in the comedy world, and you're vaping in their podcast
Should I
studios.
put my shoes on?
How dare you?
Am I supposed to be wearing pants right now
Yeah.
too?
Well, I try not to
Was
mention
this
that.
Nazi
Yeah.
Germany?
This is a family show.
One bad hack joke at the top.
And
now
by
this-
family, I mean the Simpsons, the Griswolds, the Bundys, those type of families.
Are you talking about
yeah.
the new
If you're like a put
Showtime
together,
Ted
if
Bundy
you're like
family?
a good, yeah. No, not the Ted Bundys.
Have you watched that?
I haven't.
His family, really likable.
Really?
Yeah, they're goofy, they're fun, always getting into shenanigans.
Here's my thing. I've lived in New York City long enough. If I see somebody who's actively likable, I'm like, I bet they've killed somebody. Like, I really do.
Yeah.
Like that, you find so much. There's so many sociopaths in this city.
that seems to be, if someone seems awful in every way right at the get-go,
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Way to live your truth.
You're
Way
like,
to be horrible.
you're like, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. I've just clearly qualified. I don't like you, but I know exactly why and how I don't like you. But like,
anyone who comes off like they're giving an effort, putting an effort into meeting you, no. Right off the bat.
This is one of the few cities where if you see somebody smiling, you a little bit freak out. You're like, what's going on?
You move to the
What's happening?
exit,
Yeah,
keep
why
a
would this
hand on
person
that
be
button
smiling
that you
at
know
me?
does
Yeah.
nothing.
What's their thing? Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm always when I'm on the subway, I keep an eye out for anyone who is alone and happy, because that's not a thing. If they're together and kind of smile, there might be schmoozing or something happening there. But just some guy sitting by himself smiling on the plane, I'll transfer to another car.
On the train.
I go to a car where no one is smiling or talking.
Right.
And then I play a game. I look at everyone and I guess who has written the most unpublished books.
There you go. That's always a fun game to play because there's 30 people on any given train car who have
Writing a
attempted,
book at
who have
that time.
attempted to write a book. Yeah.
And they're awful.
And they're awful. All of them bad books. They're basically, some of them are only at pamphlet level, and they're calling it a book.
But they're working a lot.
They're
on
like,
the
have you
cover
written
art.
more than a page? They're like, well, I've got the name. I've got the name of the book. It's like, yeah, I don't think you do.
It's gotten so bad at Starbucks, you'll go there and everyone there will be working on a screenplay, but in the back, everyone will be taking their author's photo for the cover.
Oh, yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. You got to have that. Everybody's got their marketing down before they've got their product out.
They've got a dog and a fence that you can use as props.
It's not a city that that's kind, and so people go into pure delusion mode. They're like, the only way I can feel any encouragement is to just pretend like I'm great.
The only way someone could hate me this much.
Here's the best
is if
way
I
to
was
understand.
really doing good stuff.
Here's the best way to understand New York City. New York City is Facebook if it were in real life.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, look on Facebook and you'll scroll and there's crazy people and there's people telling you stuff and there's people pretending like their life is great. And odds are somebody who's writing something on Facebook is going to the bathroom. That's exactly what's happening.
Some people are
right now on a subway car in New York City.
What's happening
All
right
of those
now
things.
is someone is writing a book about Facebook comments made from those Facebook comics. while
And
they're on a train.
plagiarizing them.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
how
that's
it
what
is.
being an author up here is.
Yes.
You wouldn't believe what I heard this person say.
That's right.
And that's the end of the story.
End of story. Not my story, but I'm telling it, so
It
there
is
we
now.
go.
Take my picture.
Yes. If I blog about it, I'm a comedian. It's the worst.
God, I want some photo.
I did. Did you see the thing about the guy kicking the old woman on the subway?
You have to be more specific.
There's a there's a video going around about this dude that was kicking an old woman on the subway, and a bunch of people were filming it. And I'm like,
Old
and everybody
lady.
was getting mad at the
What race
people
was
for
the
not.
old lady?
I'm not 100% sure. She might have been black. The dude was black.
Oh, thank God.
What is wrong with you?
It's nothing. You understand.
No, it's I'm not sure what race the old lady was because she was getting waylaid, and this dude it was just like kicking her, and people were going oh like that and all that stuff, and they were filming it.
Wait, like making sound effects?
Yeah, they were going oh they weren't making sound effects. Why do you got to make this
Like
both
old Street
racially
Fighter?
insensitive and
I wasn't making it insensitive. I was being sensitive to their races. I'm just saying, kicking sounds like a white guy. White guys kick to start a fight.
I don't know why. I guess if you know that nobody's going to fight back, anybody could kick to start a fight. If you know you're going up against a grandma, I mean, strategically, all rules are off the table.
Yeah.
I think you're like, you know what I might do is a spin first.
It's like it's like when you're winning a game so bad, you start trying all the trick plays.
Yeah, where somebody just like goes up for a dunk and does one of those John Travolta staying alive moves while they're in the air. That's what this guy was doing. But the crazy thing is, these people were all filming him, and none of them were stopping him.
Swan pose.
I don't know what was going on.
Sweep the wheelchair.
But it was crazy, yeah. And everybody filmed him, and everybody's getting mad at the people who filmed but didn't. I mean, somebody needed to film him, but clearly when you see that a bunch of people are filming him, you're like, you know what? Somebody should go help this.
Yeah.
And I thought,
who has the oldest phone? Put it down.
Yeah, my first thought was, because odds are you've done the most manual labor also, and you're most qualified to stop. And I get it. This dude was clearly, if a man is kicking a grandma, he might be crazy. Mm-hmm. Especially in New York City. You're anybody living in the city might be crazy at any moment.
No one's going to ask, like, what was his side of the story?
Like, we're sitting in here doing a podcast. There are people pouring into the comic strip showroom right now about to watch a show. And what do you say? There's like 40 people out there right now. And
oh my God, it's the guy that kicked that lady. And that lady. They're doing a two-man show.
This is marketing. What the heck, fire?
Figure out viral marketing better. This is amazing.
Dad, burn it. You see how I'm doing all these folksy ways not to curse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your new thing?
Yeah. Dad, burn it. Consarn it. What are we doing here?
What the shoot?
Yeah. Son of a horse. That's how you do it, folks. That's how you do it. But no, this is that's a crazy city. And everybody was mad because they didn't help out. And then I'm thinking, I've seen a lot of people in New York City. That guy's probably crazy. So I'm cool with a lot of people going, I'm not gonna like jump into this because I don't want to get killed. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's not the heroic thing to do, but 90% of the people in the world are not heroes. 90% of the people need to call 911 instead of running into a burning building.
I like to think that I would help because I know
everybody
that
likes to think that they would help because that helps you sleep.
No, because I know that I wouldn't. Yeah. It just makes me feel good.
If you know you wouldn't, then create a narrative. Whatever you're doing, film the heck out of that. Give me some cinematography. Whatever you're doing. Say, can you step into the light when you do this next one, please?
If the camera doesn't see both your eyes,
Yeah.
it can't add the unicorn horn to your head.
Right, exactly. How am I going to Snapchat this?
This is Snapchat.
This is not, know your skill set. I'm all for that. But then it panned back to her, like whoever was filming it, after the dude left the train, it pans back to the woman, and no one had gone over to help her. I'm like, oh yeah, I forget.
Even after he
This
left.
is New York City, and somebody probably tried to, and somebody said, "Get out of my shot, you son of a horse!"
There was a production manager keeping people behind the camera.
Yeah, it's like everybody, stay clear. We're getting a shot and cut.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Great work.
I wasn't going to step in and help her until somebody yelled "cut." Oh, it's such a performance city.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I love. They have all the advertisements on the subways that allow me to pretend to read something while terrible things are happening all around me. Right?
Yeah, well, you learn to be callous in New York City. You absolutely do. Because, there are people who come on whose stories sound heart-wrenching, but I know too many things.
Yeah.
There was a dude who used to be, he used to just camp out on the steps to my building every day. And I always felt bad for the dude. He always was, nice and gentle looking, but just sort of downtrodden. And I would give him stuff once in a while. I'd have food with me. I'd give him food. Anytime I had leftovers, I'd give him leftovers.
Why do you think he was always there, Jason?
He was there long before I gave him anything.
My whole thing is, if a homeless person stays on my steps, I don't have to give him anything because I'm already giving him a place to relax.
My thing was, I treated him like he was our doorman, so I could pretend like I was living in a better building.
Oh, good morning, Alvin.
Let me tip you. Yeah, every day I would call him a different. Let me tip you, Jeeves.
Just walk up to the door and start fiddling with your gloves.
Hey, can we? Do you mind?
You know the code.
No, but what's weird is this dude, after 5 years of living in this building, one day I'm walking down a street not far, probably 10 blocks from where we lived, and I saw the dude in a suit walking in a much different way.
Son of a
and
bitch.
I'm like,
there's nothing I hate more than seeing homeless people climb out of poverty.
I'm like, no, this guy clearly was pulling a ruse.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like he never came back to the building. No, that would have been good. In retrospect, I should have walked up to him and said, "Hey, congratulations, you've come out of it. Thank goodness.
I'll never see you here."
I know it. Thank God. I thought you were going to be stuck on our building doorsteps all your life.
What the hell are you talking about? I own this building.
He probably was the owner of the building. He's like, I'm just trying to see if people are using it for Airbnb. That's what I'm doing.
I don't have to work anymore. I own.
In fairness, he was doing as much as our real estate broker had done. So, yeah.
It's the best doorman you've ever had.
Right, exactly.
He really was.
That's what you get in New York City, man.
Rest in peace. I was on the subway on the way here, and I saw there was a couple fighting to my left and a couple fighting to my right. So my only option was to stare straight ahead, right?
No, your option is to pick the one that's going best and film it.
I want to stay out of it and maybe put the cell phone underneath my arm.
Yeah, do a little sneak photography.
Yeah. But that always just comes out. It's just you can see my armpit over the camera.
It's like, that's always that one where you get that on the news and they have that weird and it's like a triangle and there's people. You're like, how was this filmed? This was clearly snuck.
You want to see a picture this was all filmed by, and it's one of those Siamese twins with just overly conjoined. Yeah,
you're like, oh, okay, my bad.
They did their best.
My bad. They did well. Good job. Yeah. Is there an award? Can we give him an award?
But I saw this fight happening, and I was staring straight ahead, and I saw an ad on the subway, which I thought was a very weird ad. It was for a medical study, and they were looking for healthy heroin users. And the text just said, "We need healthy heroin users. You could earn $7,000 a month." And to me, that just sounds like an advertisement of the best way to start doing heroin.
We need healthy heroin users because when you're done with this study, you are going to kill yourself with heroin.
I am not healthy. I am healthy for a heroin addict.
Yes.
So if you're going to fully fund my first month of heroin,
Look, I'm not a
That's how they get you. That's really the hard sell.
I'm not a healthy guy, but I consider what I use. My heroin is the healthy heroin. So yeah, I'm a healthy heroin user.
All of this heroin was organically grown.
Yeah, it's the healthiest heroin that I use.
They wash it by hand.
Although we're in New York City and there's a lot of very empowered women here, and some of them are stupid and probably didn't realize heroin is spelled with an E when it's in reference to a female character, and they probably walked in and they go, I work out, I have a Zumba class, and I'm a heroine.
I'm healthy, health at every size.
Hello,
heroin.
I'm a heroine and I'm healthy.
You're welcome.
What do you need? What do you
You're
need?
welcome.
Do you need me to do something? Because I can't.
Is this a Planned Parenthood, and why isn't it a Planned Parenthood?
Do you need me to blog about something I'm irritated at? Because I can do it. I've got 2 readers. I think they're my mom and dad, and I think my mom set up a dummy account because my dad won't read it. But I'm excited to be here as a healthy heroine. Oh God,
$7,000.
You know what's crazy? I guarantee somebody walked in there thinking that was what it was.
No, now I'm definitely going to convince my girlfriend.
Oh yeah, you should send her right in.
$7,000.
Yeah.
All you got to do is dress up.
Go in spandex. Just walk in there in
they
spandex.
They want original characters.
That's what they're asking for. It's what I read. I can't tell. There were people arguing on either side of me. It was a little confusing. I was a little discombobulated. But all right.
Yeah, we've reached time. Check out our sponsor, guys. Go eat there whenever you're visiting.
I pity the pho. Yeah. It's on Avenue A and Broussard.
Avenue A and Broussard. Check them out. You'll know it when you get there by the... I don't know if I can say this.
Say it. I mean, it's going to be... Spoiler alert, if you don't like knowing that Dale's a racist, this is really going to bother you.
No, why do we have to go there immediately?
I don't know.
All right, they look like boo. Nothing.
If you hadn't laughed during the beep, that would have worked so much better. Dale is a mess, folks.
Okay,
he's a mess.
Did we start this one bad? I'm going to end it bad.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
Music provided by Scarface. Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.